look up here. First matches were excluded, but a whole box of the kindling wood. And this follows lawn and garden with all the summer, you know, grilling stuff. Okay, that's gonna take 2 hands. That's full. That's awesome. I looked up here because I wanted to check, you know, grills, hoses, fans, and I don't see any mugs. I spot purple dot. Oh, turn around. How many? Oh, I bet we have 2 of each. Yep. Awesome. What other treasures could we find? Sorry, my king's. Oh, there's green dot. See, I told you, like, this store is very much in order. Oh wait, are these the old? No. Those are well on spring. There's a green dot. Welcome. Calm down. Holy cannoli. Dollar General is going to give me the gamer line as pillows, or as pillows, I'm excited, as pennies. What? What? Oh my gosh. I got the boys hooded thing. I got the other boys. I got the, oh my gosh. Oh, is that too? There's the girls. Oh, that's going to be so exciting. That's going to go with the toys and stuff for the kids at the school. That is so. What else you guys holding on to, huh? I think these are all brown knot. Whoa, I'm shocked. So store 1 was an awesome haul. I was really excited to find those items, especially this late in the game, but you're not going to believe what I found at store 2. And I really didn't expect it this time, because after I got to the store, I made my round, you know, the outside perimeter, and I see this rolltainer in the back. Obviously, it's loaded with pennies. So I really didn't think I had much chance of finding anything. But this just goes to show you, don't ever give up. No matter if you see other shoppers, even if you see a rolltainer full of pennies, because they could still be out there. So this Dollar General was jamming out to the radio, so I can't use the audio. It started off small, found a purple dot candle. Okay, great, there's still some pennies. Found a big decorative box under the 3-tier tables, green dot. Found a yellow dot accessory. All right, so I start looking around a little bit more. I notice on the top shelf, there's one of our purple clover baskets. The same ones that are on that penny rolltainer back there. I'm getting a little bit more positive. So then I notice our black circle candle holders. Those are our green clover ones. You guys have seen me find a number of them already, and they really do blend in well. I mean, the NCI section, it is so easy for them to lose track of items, especially when we have so many items penny all at the same time, right? So make sure you remember, anytime I show you UPCs, enter those on your store or scan them, and you're going to see that they are also a penny at your store. That's the basket that I got down. So then I noticed we had a couple more of our green clover items. The metal lanterns are up here, hidden behind these other ones. They blended in really well. Black tag. You guys have also seen me find a few of these. So we're going to go ahead and add these to the awesome finds. But it doesn't stop here. It just keeps getting better. So as I'm pulling these down, you know, I always talk about looking behind shelves because things kind of fall behind. So I'm looking up there, checking to see if I can find anything. And sure enough, I see yellow dot, like the little makeup pouches. They're hanging down, and then also some yellow dot hats. Looks like they've gotten shoved to the back of the top shelf on that other aisle. So I get over there and I start pulling them down. And yep, We've got yellow dot makeup bags, or whatever they call them, pouches. I found 4 or 5 of those, different ones. And no, these were not stashed. These were items that were up there at some point. They put new items up there and they just pushed them to the back. So I was really excited at this point because I'm like, wait, they pulled all those pennies. Now I'm finding these pennies. Now let's take a look up here and see what else I'm missing. There's more pouches up there. There's hats in front of the summer, round hats. So I go ahead and I'm pulling those hats down. I'm like, yeah, okay, those are blue dot. They're probably all blue dot. That's how stuff got shoved back. They were restocking with the new stuff. But nope, there's yellow dot in there too. So I have to make sure that I go through all of these hats because it can be a mix of yellow dot and blue dot. And yep, there were 3 or 4 different yellow dot hats just mixed in with the blue dot hats. And for anybody that's already wondering, no, this is not a store that I frequent. I have literally been to this store maybe 3 times ever. This is not my normal route. My friends shop these stores, so I stay away from them. So this was really just, I was on my way somewhere else. I decided to hit these up. So I got the other ones down. I turn around and I notice there's one of our Christmas craft painting things from last year. It was just hanging out up there. I believe this store had done inventory as I looked closer. But so there was a whole stack of yellow dot hats. I don't know if they even came down off the top shelf. I mean, that's a pretty good amount of them for, if they had ever actually been put out. Next, I'm in the clothes section and I see our Green Star clothing box, which, as most of us know, a lot of times we find these boxes long after items have pennied and they don't actually have those items in them anymore. There's random things in there. So I was surprised when I saw all those pink clothes because we know that's exactly what we're looking for right now. So there were the butterfly PJ bottoms, there were the shorts, the tops. Now, a lot of these, they had the cardboard had came off of them, so there wasn't a UPC. So if you guys haven't caught in other videos in the past, there's still a way to find the UPC on these clothes. You just have to kind of turn them inside out and you look for a thin white tag on the inside. Or, of course, look for the cardboard if it's just fell off. But if you flip those inside out, you're going to find that little thin tag. And on that tag is the UPC. So they just type that in at the register and you've got your pennies. So make sure you always check clothing, blankets, rugs, pillows, because a lot of times they will have another barcode or another tag like that. So further up that aisle, I notice a box full just sitting on the floor, and I know right away there's some clearance pennies in there. So I start digging through it because I think, based on what I've already found, that, this is going to be the jackpot of hair accessories, which I only found a couple different things. But then I look to my right, up top, all decorative boxes. Purple dot, green dot, and most of them, they've never even been separated. All of those, pennies. Then I get to the party aisle. Again, I am shocked. A whole display of the light up items that went with our spring stationery. By this point, one of the employees, when I was getting the boxes down, well, 2 of them, they came up to me and they're like, "Oh, wow, are those all pennies?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They had already took me a cart, took my cart, brought me another cart. I look up, there's another display, all pennies. Mind blown. So, total haul. Like I said, the decorative boxes, they come in sets. They had not been taken apart yet. There were only a couple that didn't have the complete set in them. So mind was blown with those. Then as I was checking out, there were a lot of different customers coming up. So I ended up with 5 or 6 receipts because I kept letting the regular customers go. But just these 2 displays alone, I had almost 100 pennies just with those. So then add in all the rest of it. I had around 150, 160 pennies, one store, November 19th, days after Penny Day. But it was my dad's birthday. That's why I went out shopping that night. I needed some retail therapy. So, as usual, I'm going to say thanks to my dad because he's the one that's made all this happen. Did you make it? Comment below at a chance to win $25. Have you found a big haul like this in the last week? I was shocked.